Okay, so first of all, I'm going to select everything and then go to Insert and insert a pie chart. I'll then reposition and resize this and delete the title. The next thing we're going to do is delete the legend, because with the legend, the labels are very disconnected from the slices that they are supposed to be representing, which can make it difficult to understand what the pie chart is trying to show. You want your labels to be as close to their slices as possible. So I'm going to delete the legend, and then I will add in data labels. And then double click on the data labels to open up the formatting pane, and then add in the category name. And now we have all of the names in the data labels instead of being in the legend. Then I'm also going to change the separator to be a new line, and then change the label position to be outside end. So now the labels are going round the outside of the pie chart. The next thing that we want to do is change the order of the slices so they are going from biggest to smallest. So I will add filter buttons at the top of this table, and then in the percent column I will change the order to sort largest to smallest. And with pie charts, you usually want to have the chart start at the top at 12 o'clock and then go round in a clockwise direction, going from the biggest slice to the smallest slice. I'm now going to add some formatting to this, so I will change the border to be black and also make it thinner. I'll also change the border for the whole chart to be black, and then select the data labels and change the text here to also be black, because I don't like the grey that Excel uses by default. The next thing that we need to sort out is the fact that we have so many slices in this pie chart. Pie charts work best when you have as few slices as possible, because then it's easier to see the differences between the sizes of the slices. And there's a few different ways that we can fix this. To start with, we can change the type of chart that we're using by going to Chart Design and change Chart Type. And then we can change it so that the smaller sections are jumping out into their own pie chart. We can also change it so that the smaller sections are being combined together into their own stacked column chart. Or if I undo this, another option we have is just to combine all of the smaller sections together into an other section. So I'm going to type other here, and then other is going to be the sum of all of these smaller sections here. And then I need to change the range on this pie chart to remove the bottom. And now we have a chart with fewer slices, so it's easier to interpret, and also the labels are no longer overlapping. Another alternative that we have is to combine the individual sections together into a smaller number of groups. So that is what I have done here. And for example, we have the 3 regions in Africa all combined together into just one section for Africa. And so it's easier now to see the differences between the different slices because there aren't as many slices. Now, another alternative is if you want to show both the bigger groups and also all of the smaller individual sections, is to use a multi-layer pie chart. So here I have in layer 1 all of the bigger groups, and then in layer 2 I have the smaller individual sections. And I'm going to go to Insert and then insert a donut chart. I'll then reposition and resize this and delete the legend and delete the title. Select the donut and change the donut hole size to 0%. And now we have a pie chart in the middle with layer 1 showing the bigger sections, and then layer 2 is going around the outside. And then I am going to add in data labels to this, and then select the data labels in the middle and change it to show just the category name and not the value. And then for the outer ring, I will add in the category name and leave the value, and then change the separator to a new line. We can then take the labels and drag them out so we can actually read them. And once you've sorted out all of the formatting for this, you'll end up with a chart that looks like this, which is one that I made earlier. I have previously made a video about how to make multi-layer pie charts in Excel, so if you want, you can have a look at that for more information. But the advantage of this is that we can have our bigger sections in the middle, and it's easier to see the differences between the different slices because there are fewer slices. But we can also see all of our individual sections going around the outside. Another alternative is to use a stacked column chart. So I will select this again and go to Insert, and this time insert a stacked column chart. I then need to switch round the rows and the columns to get the chart that I actually want. I'll then resize this and delete the axes and the grid lines. Then I will add in data labels. And when you've done the formatting for this, you will end up with a chart that looks like this. Another alternative is to use a tree map. So I'll select all of this again and go to Insert, and this time insert a tree map. And then we'll move this to the side and scroll along. And I'll resize this and delete the legend and delete the chart title. Then I'll select the labels and I will add in the value and change the separator to be a new line. And the advantage of the stacked column chart and the tree map is that the different sections are represented by rectangles, and it's easier for the human mind to understand the differences between the different sizes of rectangles. So these can be a good alternative to pie charts, especially when you have lots of sections. Okay, so in this video we have looked at pie charts and alternatives to pie charts in Excel, and that is everything.